Good afternoon, Stig. I'm so glad to have this opportunity to talk to you during these terrible times, and I'm very grateful for you having time for us.
Well, thank you for that well-wishing from my Oriflame friends.
First of all, I want to start and ask you how do you feel yourself in these times? And I think you had many crises in your life, and you see how the peoples handle this, and maybe you can give some advice for people.
Yeah, I think that each country has their own advice on television. And here in Sweden, for instance, the school up to the 9th degree has gone as usual. So generally in Sweden, people are not that afraid, even if the elderly has had a high death rate. I think that a general advice for everyone should be that they should try to take care of their personal health as good as possible now to strengthen their immune system. And those who have lived so far in this pandemic without being sick should not do any dramatic changes, because it seems that they have lived in a successful way then. And those who have got the disease and recovered, they can be more free, of course. And then the three most important advices is to eat a complete nutrition. Still try to move a little outdoors if possible, at least 30 minutes each day, and try to get a very good night's sleep, because then the body recover and build proteins that we need for antibodies and so on. That's the and try to don't be too anxious for it, because all types of stress will lower the immune system a little. Try to have faith, courage, and be in good mood. That's, I think, it's a general. And of course, everybody should loyally follow the recommendation for each country.
Yeah. Perfect.
Even if you are a little disagreeing, but it's good that there is some kind of companionship in each country, and being loyal to the rules that has been given.
Oh, thank you. And a second question. We received some questions from our brand partners around the world, and mostly it's about how to straighten your immune system and how to be prepared maybe for the future, what will happen next time, because now it's unstable situation.
Yeah, the immune system is a two main part. This is lymphocytes that's built all the time in the lymphatic nodes, and we have the antibodies, and the antibodies are protein built in the liver mainly. And that means that if they shall be built, we need to have a complete nutrition. And so that is important. And there Oriflame's product Natural Balance Shake and Wellness Pack came in, because with that it's very easy to get a complete nutrition. And that is a precondition to keep your immune system alive. And otherwise, we all need to move our bodies a little to strengthen us before, if we should get sick we must be in some kind of well condition. And the most important and most vulnerable organ in our body is the heart. And that means that you must do some exercise so you elevate the heart rate, because that is the only way to exercise the heart muscle. So that should get a little priority. And or you could, if you cannot move outside, if you could get a stationary bike or something, or even improvise some weights by yourself, but do something so that the pulse frequency goes up. That's important. And then when we sleep, in deep sleep, this hypophysis gland produce what we call human growth hormone. And that growth hormone is needed to build all these billions of cells that we need to build every 24 hours. So in these times, it's important to get a good night's sleep so you can build all these things. And if you have some enemies or something, often you cannot sleep. So this is a good time to forgive your enemies and get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, that's a good advice. Thank you. And as you said, to use NBS and Wellness Pack every day. I know some people are a little bit afraid to use something which is not common for their main nutrition. So what you can tell for those people how to use this product all the time and why they need to do so every day?
Yeah, when we look at the nutrition worldwide, the most common problem or deficiency in the nutrition is the protein. The protein make up 70% of the dry weight of the cells. This is protein means the first that was when they discovered the microscopy and they looked at the cells. They saw something there that dominated completely, almost like the carrosserie in a car dominate, and that was they called it the first. That is the protein, and a good thing with the natural balance shake is that you don't need that much to ensure that you get all these essential amino acids. The World Health Organization has calculated how much we need of these essential amino acids, and if we translate that into the natural balance shake, women, or so they have women of around 55 kilo as a norm. She needs 26 grams of this natural balance shake to get all the essential amino acids to build up the proteins. And that is a 1.5 pack or something. And the man, 2, to be on the sure, a little more than 30. So that is a very good thing to have as a basic, but that will still not be more than 10-15 gram protein, and most people need 50 gram protein, so it's no risk to overuse, but it's just a good security to do that. Regarding the wellness pack, many have problem to get access to fish, for instance, and in the fish you have these omega-3 fats that is essential, we need them. And then you have that as a fish oil capsule in the wellness pack. That's good. And you also have all the vitamins we need, but not in high doses, in sufficient doses, but in the lower range rather than the higher. So it's no risk to be intoxicated by vitamins if you take it every day as an surety. So the world leading scientist in nutrition worldwide is a professor called Walter Willett in Harvard, studied all cultures and so on. And in most people, they lack some vitamins in their kost. So he also advocates that you could take a multivitamin mineral pill for security, but that should be a type of pill like Oriflame's pill, because it is in the lower range, so to say. Then you can safely take it and be sure that you get what your body needs. And we should not forget that the vitamin means the life principle, vita, life, and there is 13 vitamins we need, and we need to eat them because we cannot build them ourselves. And if we don't get them over a long time, we get really sick. And some of them like B12, we can even die.
Yeah, so it's not dangerous. Your body
No,
needs to take it
exactly.
all the time if you want to have
Exactly.
healthy life.
As we need to eat every day. Most people, if you are not fasting, but we cannot fast very, very long time.
But I think these problems comes with the really high speed of living now and lots of stress now. That's why people try to cover their stress with the cigarettes, with any different types, and sometimes it comes with the food. So it's a really big problem with obesity around the world.
It is. And diabetes often came also then.
Yeah. So what you can say? How from where start to deal with this problem? It's a really huge problem around the world.
Yeah, the approach that the universities in Western world do are they try to introduce lifestyle change with very poor results so far, and then they dream about medicines that can control diabetes, for instance, or clean the arteries for bad fat, and even psychiatric medicines against depression. These serotonin drugs and so on. So this is a biological approach and a more psychological approach, these two. And so far, all the research money goes to the medicines rather than the lifestyle. So that's up to each of us. And here I see a fantastic opportunity for the Oriflame to really use their fantastic social competence to convince each single of us to do our part, because that can be dramatic.
Yeah, so I think it's really a good opportunity to change habits, to change lifestyle, and it slowly will chasing all of these problems. If you have nice surrounding and nice peoples who can support you, you will avoid stress. You will feel yourself better, and also it will chase another problems in your life. So I completely agree that Oriflame, it's a really good opportunity to change habit starts, and after it will bring the good result with everything. Okay, thank you for.
I will say that I have heard about many thousands, probably, fantastic stories from Oriflame, how they have changed, and you should gather them and take care of them, because stories are the best teaching moments you can have, and that can inspire others to do the same and see the results.
Yeah, because now people, I think they stop trust to adverts and commercial in TV, and the people's stories is more trustful. So yeah, it's really good thing to use wellness stories. Okay, and I receive a lot of questions about calcium. We will change a little bit topic, because we have a product in Wellness by Oriflame, Marine Calcium, and what you can say about calcium for those people who are a little bit afraid to have overdosage, because it maybe can contain in your body and it brings some disease, but calcium, it's really essential mineral for body.
But many think that more is better, taking too much. And one big study where they randomized people with 1200 milligram as a tablet each day for a year, and the other took the normal doses, but walked 30 minutes each day. And after a year, before and after a year, they made this skeletal skintogram to see what's happened. And those who taken the high doses had not changed anything, but those who had walked had strengthened their skeleton very much. And we see the same when, for instance, you break an arm and need to be in this plaster of Paris. After 6 weeks, the muscles and skeleton is very poor in calcium. So you need this exercise in the body to get a strong skeleton. So there is no cheap way to eat calcium. And there is a danger if you eat too much vitamin D, then you can get the calcification of your kidneys, very dangerous. So don't take extra calcium, more than, at least not more than 800 milligram. And if you really want a strong skeleton, you must move and use your muscles. And when you use your muscles, they fasten to the skeleton and tear in the skeleton, in this membrane that covers the skeleton. And then that stimulates bone growth. So you get very strong skeleton. That's a good investment.
Maybe it's the last question. What you can advise and what you can say for our brand partners? Yeah,
we need to do something with our mind. We need to, with our thoughts, so to say, and we need. But what is the best thing to do that for each single one of us? And the common experience of the whole world has formulated this, what they call golden rule. And that is in English, in everything, do to others what you want them to do to you. It seems simple, but if you really follow that, some dramatic changes will happen. You'll be so popular that you probably need to take some holiday now and then to, because then you could be a real healer of these things, because people want to be happy, they want not to be lonely, but they often are, and they don't know how to come out of it. And if they meet people that take the first initiative, show some interest in you, etc., you can come out of that, then you will have a friend for the rest of your life. And so that is a very good advice, I think, because I have practiced that in my whole doctor's career, and that has done more to lift them up than all my medicines and my surgery.
That's great.
It's a very, can be practiced by everyone, particularly by Oriflame, because they are a selected group of highly competent social people. Because I know by experience, I met thousands of you.
Yeah, thank you very much. And we're always telling that to work with wellness, you don't need to be a doctor, but you don't. You need to have this feeling inside to help others to live long and healthy life.
Exactly, and that is the perfect purpose for our lives.
Yes.
I don't know about another better one.
I completely agree. Thank you very much, Stig, for this conversation.
Thank you. Thank you.